You can hate South Africa as much as you want. You can love South Africa as much as you want. But one thing you need to know about South Africa is that South Africa has created a lot of brilliant minds, has created a lot of geniuses, has created a lot of entrepreneurs, has created a lot of people who think outside the box. As much as there's the other people who think inside the box and they're boxed and they're part of the rats, there's a lot of people who escaped that type of thinking. The likes like Vusi Thembekwayo. Shout out to Mr. Vusi Thembekwayo. Vusi Thembekwayo is one of the people who came out publicly on an interview on national TV, one of the shows. He came out and expressed and confirmed that, yeah, President Jacob Zuma is a great politician in South Africa. What President Jacob Zuma, no one can ever do it. Whatever President Jacob Zuma did with the MK party is unprecedented. Vusi Thembekwayo himself was saying that. I'll play the clip, you hear what he was saying. I'll share my thoughts afterwards.
Okay. So Vusi, you have the opportunity to invite 3 politicians or thought leaders to dinner. Who do you invite and what's the topic of conversation or perhaps questions you ask for wisdom and clarity?
Jacob Zuma, definitely Jay-Z.
What would you ask Jacob Zuma?
I'm just like, how do you do it? I mean, Ungamalala for me, whatever you want to say about how he ran the country and whether or not we did well at the time, the serious Vusi has views about that. But, you know, the Vusi that muses is like, I'd love to sit with this man and just go, do you plan these things? Because say whatever you will about Ungamalala, he is constantly 5 steps ahead of everybody. He's just constantly 5 steps ahead. He sees it, he plots it, and you can't, as a strategist, you can't but admire that there's an entire commission happening, and yet nobody's been able to produce a single email that says it came from him.
You just heard the great Vusi Thembekwayo. This man has changed a lot of people's lives. As I'm speaking today, right now, I'm one of the people who was inspired and motivated by Vusi Thembekwayo. Shout out to you, Mr. Vusi Thembekwayo. We see the great work you're doing. May God continuously bless you in abundance. This man is an international motivational speaker. He's an international businessman. He's an international global pride of South Africa. We can look at this guy and be proud that we made this guy. This guy was born here in South Africa, Mr. Vusi Thembekwayo. This guy just confirmed now to you. Imagine if Vusi Thembekwayo can come out publicly and confirm that what President Jacob Zuma has did with the MK is unprecedented. No one has ever done such a thing. Because this guy, with no funds, with nothing, Jacob Zuma managed to market the MK in an unprecedented way. He used the media to his advantage. He used all the hatred the media has towards him to turn it into positivity to market the MK. He used all those court cases that were about him before the elections. He used all those cases to his advantage to push and publicize the MK, to throw the MK message out there to the people. Vusi Thembekwayo confirmed that this guy is a great strategist. This guy is a great marketer. He's a great publisher. He's a great person. He's a great politician South Africa has ever seen. Vusi Thembekwayo himself. Imagine if Vusi Thembekwayo can say that. Who are you as a nobody, someone who hasn't achieved anything, to disagree that President Jacob Zuma is a great politician? Who are you? President Jacob Zuma is it nina nyamnyata lo matala ne mazi ne lo matala lo na bafethu. This guy this guy, do you guys know that President Jacob Zuma was in the intelligence of the ANC in 1970s after he was imprisoned in 1960s? Was it 1963 or 64? He was imprisoned for 10 years. He went to Robben Island. After 10 years, he went out, and then in 1975, he went to exile in Mozambique. He joined the intelligence, that side, the intelligence and security department of the ANC. Guess what he was doing there? I'll speak about that on another video. If you didn't know, now you know. So yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Vusi Thembekwayo. We see the great work you're doing. Thank you, my guy.